Hey, what's going on, DZ team? It's Z here. Welcome back to today's video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how to size your rifle and how to prepare it so when you start shooting and engaging, things to know that you're going to need to do and prep yourself for while shooting a rifle. So without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, guys, so first things first, we have our AR platform here, and a lot of you guys are probably clicking off because you either don't own one or don't care, but stick with me for a couple of seconds. We're going to talk about how to size your buttstock. A lot of people like to shoot with this really close collapsed buttstock because it's really cool, and you saw it in some movies and some Call of Duty, and you just want to start clearing rooms and very close and collapse. The issue with this is that it's not very feasible when you start doing a lot of follow-up shots and or to do recoil management. So how do you size your rifle to you? No matter what size your barrel is, here's a good rule of thumb. You create a right angle, and if you can fit 2 fingers between your buttstock and the bicep of your right firing arm, essentially, you want to take up that space. So I'm going to put it down a couple notches, and it's about 2 finger lengths worth. Now if I did it too much, it's a little too tight, right? So pull back up, and that should be perfect. Now let's talk about slings. A lot of people like to carry slings here because now we have our buttstock sized. We like to carry our slings over the shoulder, completely crossed back. So when we're fighting, we can shoot like this. We can shoot from this angle. Some slings you can't. With this one specifically, it's got a bungee retention system in it as well, so it's got a little bit of give. With a lot of them, you might not. So when we start wanting to engage or think we're about to get into a fight, the first thing we're gonna wanna do is swim out of it. So just as simple as dropping your elbow right through the center of your sling. And so when we do that, now we're free to move wherever we want. Now it's like a 1-point sling, which is why a lot of the times, and a lot of your favorite gun guys and gals will say, don't get 1-point slings. If you're carrying a gun like this, and you're walking around, it's not really held to your body very well, especially if you need to go hands-on with a subject or you need to run or whatever. So when you hold it like this, you can move, you can do a little bit more stuff, and it's more secure to your body. So now we learned how to size your buttstock. We learned how to properly be into a sling when you're ready to fight for stuff. Again, you can fight like this. It's just not optimal, especially if you want to do shoulder transitions for close quarter stuff. So next, we're going to talk about how to properly and quickly hold your rifle. So we just went into the fighter's sling position, if you will. We sized the buttstock. Now what we're going to want to do, essentially grab the pistol grip as if you were grabbing any sort of pistol. You go your hands up, high and tight, as high as you can go. You put your finger up high on the frame until you're ready to fire. These 3 fingers push it down into your palm. And now present your hands, place it somewhere far forward. And like we do with a handgun, we point our hand this way, straight line, right? We kind of want to do the same thing with our rifle. So hand comes very far, so it's going to look something of this position with your hand, and then we come and extend out. Now you're like, well, there's still space. That's why we pull in from this position. So from here, we pull into our shoulder, and with our firing hand, roll the shoulder forward. So now you create a pocket. So from here is relaxed, there is engaged. And here, now we can bring the sight and kind of fish with that sight up to our jawline. So now we can get clear line of sight. We want to prevent a lot of this. We want, if we can, just bring the sight up to our eye line. And it's okay to cant it if you need to. Our shoulders and bodies are designed a little bit differently than each other. Some people can bring it straight up, which is totally fine, and you might need to lean forward a bit, or you cant it, so, especially if you're in kit, so you can kind of see your optic without having to really hunker down and do all that stuff. So now that we have quickly and talked about how to grip a rifle and how to tightly put it on your body, foot placement, that's another basic and very important stance. Super crazy, super complicated. If you saw our pistol videos, you know how crazy it gets and how wild we get over here because we like to party. What you want to do is take your step forward, half a step forward. Boom, you've accomplished rifle's shooting stance. That's pretty much it. So you take a step forward, slight bend at the knees and shoulders over the hips so you can kind of lean into those shots. And that's as easy and as complicated as it gets. So Talked about buttstock placement. We talked about fighter sling position. Talked about how to grip the pistol grip, how to grip the front of your barrel, essentially, to mitigate all this movement. We don't want to go here, we don't want to do this. And we talked about how to roll that shoulder forward to create this pocket to be able to shoot from. So now that we've done all that, go ahead and practice all of this at home in a safe environment with no live rounds. See, you got no magazine in it and the weapon is clear. You can see inside of it, everything's good to go. Go practice it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, and want to learn more, you can come take a class with us or check out our website at dropzonetactical.biz. Links will be down below in the description or up top in a post. And we hope to see you in a class very soon. See you in the next video.
I was drop zoning.